The lyrics from Gives You Hell by the All-American Rejects drifted through my head as I stared up at the ceiling of my room. That song annoyed me even as I was thankful to have something in my mind again. Aya had dismissed me. I'd saved her life, well, at least pulled her from that big wave all those years ago, and she didn't have the decency to reply immediately. It had been 3 full days since my messages to her. I'd followed up that first one with a couple more, trying to explain how she ended up with the first one. Maybe she thought I was crazy. 3 freaking days. I hated rejection. It gave me a squirmy, dark feeling in my gut, one that reminded me of Lev. A new message popped up. I narrowed my eyes, but after no more than a moment, the oppressive boredom of being home, alone, in all that space, thinking about my dead brother, made me click on the message. That was the only reason. It was from her. Finally. Not because I wanted to see if she remembered me too, or if she still thought I was pretty, or because I missed Lev, or because I needed to talk to someone since I'd not decided on whether to forgive Hugh yet. The note opened on my screen. Dear Nash, I'm totally freaking out about attending Holyoke. Freaking out. I don't want to meet these atrociously mannered kids, let alone interact with them every day. But my mom said I need Western education, probably because I've spent most of my life living in the bush in Africa and Asia. In case you didn't know, my mom runs this non-profit, Clean Water, that's tackling sanitation needs. We're currently in Nepal. I get to school by climbing the side of a mountain. It'd be a lot cooler if I wasn't terrified of heights. I nearly puke each time. I don't have social anxiety, though, and I have no idea why the teacher told you that. Maybe because I'm coming from a foreign country, and I told her I was anxious about the books you're reading and what you're studying in history, math, and science. Send me some details, please. I only get messages on my phone when I climb to the top of the mountain. Write back soon. Don't make me climb up here for nothing. Your friend, Aya. P.S. I'm glad you think my eyes are pretty. Send me a photo of what you look like. Huh. This girl sounded genuine. She wouldn't last long once Lord and his crew sank their mean fingers into her. I snapped a shot of myself lying on my denim-covered beanbag chair and sent it to her, along with a laundry list of books we'd read and were supposed to read. I glanced at my overflowing bookshelf, a pang of longing hitting me. Lev had loved to read, and I'd commandeered most of his books. Maybe Aya had read them, and we could talk about them. What was wrong with me? I didn't like to read, and I didn't chat with chicks. I shoved thoughts of my brother aside and wrote to Aya about our history assignments and what math and science work we'd been doing. She replied quickly, stating that I was cute. I curled my lip at that. You look like a boy I met years ago, while on vacation. He disappeared before I could tell him my name, but I remember his. Nash Porterthe. Are you that same person, superstar? That was a loaded question. I wasn't the kid I'd been on that trip. My family had been cohesive then, and I'd been happy. I'd enjoyed playing the little girl's protector because everyone always babied me. The song in my head faded, but I barely noticed. I was too busy typing and enjoying myself. Huh. Who would have thought? I hit send, and within moments she'd responded. I thought so. What happened to the shell? She asked. I smirked as I surveyed the expansive space in my room, the beanbags in front of the gaming console, the pale wood that made up my nightstand, the shell atop it, and the intricate yet simple geometric pattern of my headboard. My bed was made, sheets and thin summer duvet tightly tucked against the mattress, thanks to our new housekeeper. Dad had fired the previous staff of house help a few months after Lev died. I think when he realized Steve was on Pop Syad's payroll, not his. For some reason, Steve's presence really pissed Dad off. When Dad lost his shit and started yelling at Mom, she left the house in tears and flew off early for her next commercial.